I'm so embarrassed right now. This room is literally a disgusting disaster zone. I slept all night long with a box of generic goldfish between me and my husband's bed.
Welcome to Simply Stephanie. Today I'm taking you with me as I do a major power hour clean with me in our master bedroom. Our bedroom was a complete disgusting disaster, so if you want some real life cleaning motivation, then stay tuned. Later on in this video, when I'm folding laundry, I do a little bit of a chit chat all about twins and a little bit about IVF. So if that interests you, definitely keep on watching. Wow guys, I love organizing so much, I just decided to keep these empty containers all over my floor. Guys, the amount of cat hair that I swept up on our floor was absolutely embarrassing and disgusting. But this is real life and I want to keep it authentic and show that I'm not perfect and don't feel like you have to be either.
So, how's everybody doing with the world right now, with the quarantine? I'm pretty much feeling like everybody else, where I have moments and I'm like, I'm thriving. I can get so much done. I get to make so many memories in our home with my kids. And then the next moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? But I just try to remind myself that God has a perfect plan and that in the end, He works everything for the good. And so I know that in my heart, and I just need to keep reminding my brain of it pretty much 5 or 6 times throughout the day. So Noah and Liam are going on almost 21 months old, and for such tiny little people, I cannot believe how much their little tiny clothes make for like double the amount of laundry that I've ever had to do before in my life. Before having kids, I thought, oh, I know that they poop a lot, they have a lot of messes, a lot of spills, and there's going to be more laundry. In my brain, I really honestly thought like, oh please, their clothes are so tiny, is it really going to be that much more? That's also like, anyone else before they have kids think things like, I'm going to feed my kids 100% organic food. Their mouths are not going to have a touch of sugar until they're 4 years old, and they're never going to watch TV. Flash forward to real life, most of the time I'm like throwing Cheerios at them and putting out Sesame Street. No, I'm just kidding, but really don't. To just talk about twins. Being a twin mom, I don't know any different. Noah and Liam are my first and only children, so I don't really have anything to compare to as far as having one at a time versus two. It's crazier than I ever imagined, and in most ways it's better than I ever imagined. My kids are my life, they're my everything, and I can't even believe how fast they've grown, and it's amazing to see that their little personalities are really starting to shine and bloom, and I just can't wait till they can learn to talk even more so I can really know what's going on in that little head of theirs. We knew that there was a possibility of twins from the beginning. We actually did IVF to become parents, and on the transfer that ended up being successful, we did have 2 embryos implanted. And I would think like I wouldn't be as surprised as I was to have twins, but this was our 3rd transfer. And basically we had just done one a few weeks literally before that was not successful. But the doctor basically had thought like our best chance was to leave our last 2 embryos, which ended up being Noah and Liam, leaving them and doing a fresh transfer again. And basically I wasn't comfortable with that. I didn't want to do that, but my brain was kind of thinking like, okay, we're doing it this time with the frozen transfer, and you know, odds are, you know, we're gonna have to move forward with starting all over again and doing another retrieval. So when you have like all of that happen where it's just unsuccessful multiple times, I really couldn't believe that not only was I pregnant, but that I had 2 babies. With IVF, you get to have an ultrasound really early. I'm forgetting the exact time, but I want to say I was like 6 weeks, 5 days maybe. And so we went in, and that's when we found out our lives were never going to be the same, and there were twins on board. So I have a video coming up where I want to talk more about IVF and infertility and loss, but honestly I've been putting it off because it's not that I'm embarrassed or shy to talk about it, because I never shy away from talking about it for so many reasons. It's that I literally don't know where to begin. Honestly, if you're watching this and you have a question, please, you know, feel free to ask, and that can kind of maybe help me have some direction of how I'm supposed to make that IVF video. I want to do that, and it's important to do that, and I know that going through all of that myself, that I definitely found that saying where people are like, oh, your story can be someone else's survival guide, and that really rang true for me. So if I can be that for somebody, then I want to be. Does anybody else's husband hang on to the most ratty looking shirt that you've ever seen? And do they insist that it is not trash and it cannot be thrown away? I don't want to embarrass him, but this is my husband's favorite shirt to sleep in. It literally used to be a t-shirt that he ripped the arms out of. There are holes, literal holes in it, in the front, in the back. Basically, the tank top arms are getting pulled so far down that I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be a drapey piece of fabric soon. But I'm not allowed to get rid of it or throw it away, so I'm folding it and I'm putting it away for him. In all fairness though, for my husband, I'm going to admit that pretty much after giving birth to my twins, I hijacked like a good percentage of his like just plain t-shirts, and since then they have been my own. I don't wear them out in public, so it's not that bad, but they have become my pajamas, and they're the best thing ever, and I refuse to give them back. So basically, am I now realizing that this is why my husband has to hold on to rags to sleep in at night? Maybe. Like this you would think is a man's t-shirt, and it is, but it's not.
At this point, I could hear the kids waking up from nap, so I decided to quickly vacuum. I didn't get to those 2 baskets of laundry there, but I still feel so much better about everything in this room. Here's the before and the after. I hope this motivated you today, and I will see you in the next one.